morning. It is Friday, June 3rd. I'm Denise Koch.
And I'm Lynn Bowie. Coming up on WJZ at 9, Long Live the Queen. We're going live to London as round 2 of celebrations gets underway for Queen Elizabeth's Platinum Jubilee. What's happening today ahead of a bash this weekend?
And satisfying that sweet tooth. We are celebrating National Donut Day with a local business. It's What's on the Menu.
I'm Sean Stryker in for Where's Marty today. We've got blue skies. We have a light breeze. It's a perfect day to go sailing, so that's exactly what we're going to do. WJZ at 9 starts right now.
Good morning, everyone. Hey, go O's. It is Friday, June the 3rd, and a beautiful Friday it is.
It is so nice outside. We deserve it after that heat wave this week.
We sure do.
Marty's in for Tim Williams at 9, so we'll check in with him on this lovely forecast. He's dancing.
That's right.
He's got it going.
All right, Marty, go, go, go. And while Marty is in for Tim, Sean is in for Marty. You got that? And Sean is getting his sea legs. We'll check in with him in just a moment. Good morning, everyone. I am Denise Koch.
And I'm Lynn Bowie. I'm in for Meg. So quite the musical chairs we have today.
And I'm just sitting here, you know.
You're Denise. You're the queen.
What else can I do? And we... Thank you. No, I am not the queen. We're going to talk about the queen later.
We are.
We are talking. And live from London. How's that?
That'll be fun.
Lynn and I are starting our day together. We're going to end our day together. It's a Lynn and Denise
Yes,
thing.
we got a little date tonight. We're going to go see a play at Everyman Theater.
That's right. Only girls allowed. Not true. Not true at all.
Your husband will be there.
That's right. If you have tickets, go. All right. We have to start, as we do every morning, with some news. And I say have to because, once again, upsetting news to start with. Some parents are shocked, understandably, confused, after a ghost gun was found inside a Baltimore school.
And this is the 15th gun found in city schools this school year. WJZ's Rachel Menitoff is live outside Forest Park High, where this latest weapon was found. And Rachel, it started with a social media post.
That's right, Lynn and Denise. Police say the 17-year-old student posted a picture of himself with the gun on social media, and then when he got here to school, police found a 9mm handgun. We're told that the student was cooperative and was arrested, and that no other students were ever in danger. The ghost gun seizure happened one day after Maryland banned them, and Baltimore City announced they're suing ghost gun manufacturer Polymer 80. One mom who has 2 students here at Forest Park High School says this is one of the best schools in the city. There has never been a problem with any kind of weapon before, she says, so this discovery was really surprising.
They're best friends with the same friends from high school.
I feel safer sending my kids there than any other high school in the city.
And a little bit more information about the statewide ban on ghost guns. If you are found guilty of buying or selling unfinished gun frames, then you could spend as long as 5 years in prison or have to pay a $10,000 fine. If you already have a ghost gun, you have until March to either serialize it or to turn it in. We're live outside Forest Park Senior High School. I'm Rachel Menitoff for WJZ.
Thank you very much, Rachel. Well, across Baltimore City, crime is the #1 issue everyone is concerned about because since last Friday, at least 6 people have been murdered. Police say a 34-year-old man was shot and killed by a 16-year-old along Edmondson Avenue in West Baltimore Wednesday. Now, that teenager, that 16-year-old, now charged with murder. People who live in that neighborhood tell us they are exhausted by the violence and they want change.
It's everywhere. It's crazy. It's just they got to control these guns. It can easily happen, you know, but I can't shut my life down because what's going on, you know, in the world. I can't shut me down, you know. I just come out, get some air, and then I go back in the house.
Police also are still looking for 2 people they believe are connected to that Inner Harbor shooting where 1 teenager was killed and 2 others were injured. They have released this photo of 2 people leaving the scene on a scooter. If you have information, you are asked to call Baltimore police or you can call Metro Crime Stoppers.
There's some good news for parents waiting to get their youngest children vaccinated against COVID. The White House says those shots could begin as soon as June 21st. The FDA will review data submitted by Pfizer and Moderna in the next couple weeks, then decide whether to authorize them for emergency use. This would impact kids as young as 6 months old up to 5 years old. And if you're still not vaccinated, you have another shot to choose from, possibly. After long delays, the FDA is expected to decide soon whether to authorize Novavax's vaccine. Manufacturing problems at the Gaithersburg-based plant have held up the approval process. The shot is already used in parts of Europe and other countries.
Well, we may not want to do it, but let's do it. Let's take a look at gas prices. The pain at the pump continues. AAA reporting today the average in Maryland is a record $4.72 a gallon. A week ago, it was $4.58. That was a week ago. The average diesel price, $5.90 a gallon. And we can expect about $5 a gallon for regular gas in our state within the next couple of weeks. We've talked a lot about those high gas prices affecting people on the roads, but how about people on the water? Those high fuel prices are hitting charter captains hard. Some of the captains down in Ocean City say they are now being forced to pass those fuel costs along to their customers.
You still got to make money somehow. You know, you can't go in the negative, and that's basically where the surcharges are coming in with all these boats. Is just, you know, it's just making extra. You got to cover yourself, you know.
So those charter boat captains say, don't forget them this summer, because as those high prices hurt their businesses, they're really going to need the customers. Beautiful day if you are on the water today.
It is gorgeous outside. Take a live look. Take your breakfast outside, your lunch outside, catch a ball game. Yeah, go see the O's. Marty is here and he's still dancing.
Can I stop dancing now?
Yes, you can.
See, we have to.
We only dance when the music's on.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. See, y'all
didn't they teach you that in high school?
Y'all have to I always got music going in my brain.
I was about to say, it's always in your head, though.
Here's an interesting fact y'all probably don't know. Lynn and I talked about it earlier. I've never seen this show. When I am out with K2, we don't set up a TV monitor because the air signal we get is about 7 or 8 seconds behind what's happening right in here, and it just is a distraction. K2 and I listen to the show, we hear everything that's going on, but you said you've got to dance. Tim always dances. I said, what the heck are you talking about?
Behind the scenes, no one has ever seen Tim dance. It's just when the open rolls, we all dance.
Oh, so he's not dancing on TV?
No.
You had me dancing on TV?
You better talk about the weather.
I better, because Lisa's going rapid, but you know what? Just like when I'm with KT, you think I'm paying attention to this?
Oh.
Okay, 71 degrees on TV Hill right now. We'll wrap it up pretty quick. It's a couple degrees cooler than this time yesterday, and it is simply going to be a magnificent day. Not as hot nor as humid. This weekend, not as hot nor as humid, but more sun than even this day, as some high clouds will come in through the afternoon with a beautiful high of 82 degrees. Take it away.
All right, thank you, Marty. Well, Sean Stryker's taking advantage of the water today.
Yes, he's channeling his inner pirate. Ahoy there, Sean.
What's going on? Yeah, we're with the Downtown Sailing Center, and we are, well, don't mind us, we're just tacking around. Here's the thing, all right? I love boats, I also hate them, but I've never really been sailing like this. So we are gonna learn everything you need to know about sailing. I'm behind the sail. There I am. Yeah, how you can learn, you can get out on the water. Today is a perfect day to be out here. The sun is shining, the wind is blowing, and we're just having a ball. We'll check back in with you guys in just a minute.
Oh, beautiful. The water glistening.
Yes, I love boats. I also hate them. Sean, what a quote.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yes.
Coming up next on WJZ at 9, it's another day of celebrations. The party continuing in London in honor of the Queen. And we're live with all the excitement.
And do not miss it. Do not miss it. We're tempting your taste buds with a local business owner frying up some desserts in honor of National Donut Day.
All right, we all know that Queen Elizabeth, she is an icon. But now we know that she's important because she has a bobblehead.
Oh, yes. The National Bobblehead Hall of Fame is releasing limited edition bobbleheads marking her Platinum Jubilee. The smiling and waving Queen Elizabeth figures are dressed in a long coat with a round hat complete with a diamond brooch. A very iconic look for her.
And her pocketbook, yes, of course. Well, for $25, this bobblehead is available in 8 bright colors. They're currently, you can get them exclusively through the National Bobblehead Hall of Fame and Museums online store. That's a bobblehead I wouldn't mind having.
Yes, she needs a matching bobblehead corgi on her side.
That would be very cute. Yeah. All right, speaking of corgis and dogs, we love them, of course. So when Dogs of Charm City came out with their new toys, we knew we had to share them with you.
Yes, take a look. It's the Baltimore Bench dog toy. Isn't this adorable? A plush toy that looks just like those benches we have all over the city. And these are Orange Crush toys for both dogs and cats.
I didn't know cats liked Orange Crush. Okay, $2 from the sale of Doggy Bench toy will go directly to support Friends of Patterson Park, a great cause. You can buy these toys at dogsofcharmcity.net. Very cute toys.
Your kids would enjoy them too. It could be a kid's toy.
Absolutely, or an adult who loves all things Baltimore.
Yes.
All right, it's a gorgeous day, as we've been saying, to get out on the water.
Let's go back to Sean Stryker taking advantage of it out on a sailboat. Sean, you're having a good time.
I'm having an absolute blast. I can't wait to actually learn how to sail. They tell me they're going to show me some of the moves. I don't know the actual terminology. I need to work on my sailing terminology. I'm here with Decora. I'm going to swing over. She's a CIT trainer.
Yeah.
What does that actually mean?
So CIT means Counselor and Training Program. So basically we take a group of kids from around the Baltimore City area, some from Baltimore County, and we mainly work with YouthWorks. YouthWorks gives kids a job throughout the summer, ages 14 to like 20, I think. And most of our kids are below the age of 17, and we bring them in, we teach them how to sail, they obtain their basic keelboat certification within their 2 years of being here. So
how long have you been sailing?
I've been sailing for 5 years.
This is so much fun. So I've been on big sailboats, never a small sailboat like this. I got a duck, right? They told me they weren't going to hit me in the head with the jib. That was that would have been like a little hazing thing that they sometimes do. So why do you like this so much?
Well, actually, it's actually just relaxing to me. I started when I was 14 years old, and I didn't think I would like it too much, but coming back and having good teachers, they made it really relaxing and fun, and you could take a boat out whenever, pretty much.
It is a lot of fun as we kind of just sail on by. Can I do something? Can you teach me? Is it possible? I have no experience.
Yeah, of course. Well, we've been tacking all day. Do you want to try tacking yourself?
So I can get back there?
Yeah.
All right, well, they're going to actually let me tack. This is how much confidence they have in me. They have much more confidence than I have. What do I do?
So you just want to take the helm
here,
and you just want to pull it towards you?
Towards me?
Yep.
And here we go. We're tacking just like that. Is that too much tack?
No.
I need more tick.
Keep going.
Keep going. Not enough. All right. We're having an absolute...
When you see your sail switch over, you know you've done a full tack.
So the sail is moving over. We've done a full tack.
Yep.
Now I got to straighten it back out. Straighten it.
Yep. And then just pay attention to what's going on in front of you. And we coming along across the dock. Yep.
So I don't want to hit the dock.
No, you don't want to hit the dock.
Avoid the dock. All right, got it.
But you want to keep it
but keep it straight.
Yep.
I look at this. I'm a sailor now. All right. I don't know what the fuss is about. Besides, it's an absolute blast. All right. Well, there's a lot more than just turning the jib, and we're going to learn a little bit more about it. Hey, we're going to get our photographer K2. He's going to be out on a boat following us. We're really going to sail away. So you don't want to go anywhere. Stay tuned. I'll send it back to you guys. Do I got to tick again or tack? What am I doing?
Alert the Coast Guard.
Push it towards you.
That is
Any other vessels in the inner harbors?
Excellent tacking,
Novice
Sean.
tacking. All right, still to come on WJZ at 9. We're going to talk about this beautiful day, and I hope a beautiful weekend.
Marty has your full forecast coming up.
Oh, it's Friday, and hallelujah, it's gorgeous out there.
I am in such trouble.
Why?
Okay, I take K2 to the ice house. We stand inside the ice house for an hour, 18 degrees, 0% humidity. We froze our microphones off. Stryker takes him sailing. Kuda's never going to work with me again. K2's going to put me in his rearview mirror. Well, a beautiful day to be out on the water. Do you notice that nice breeze they had? That's all the difference in the world in our forecast. Now, it's a perfect visual about our current weather. It's 71 degrees on TV Hill, 70 Baltimore City, 68 Coggiesville, 67 Westminster, 70 Middle River, 69 Glen Burnie. Points around the compass around the Beltway. But the big deal is that breeze. It's drier, it's cooler, and that's what's going to give us a setup for a beautiful weekend. Winds now coming out of the north and west. Satellite photos show some overnight morning clouds really starting to break up out to our north and west. Though there's a feature that may get the name Alex over southern Florida, the Florida Straits, that may throw some high clouds our way this afternoon. But generally speaking, yesterday's energy is moving offshore. Look at that big dome of high pressure out over the Midwest. That is going to guarantee your weather all the way through Monday and frankly even into Tuesday. Guarantee your weather to be sunny and guarantee your temperatures to be reasonable. 60 is going to be your overnight low. Your average overnight low is 59. Your average daytime high is 82. Let's take a look at this. 83 tomorrow. And by the way, tomorrow evening, low weak front's going to dive through the area, knock out a little more humidity, take us from 83 to 80 degrees. Okay? Monday, 82, beautiful. Tuesday, that's going to be a warm front cutting up over the area from 80 to 84, maybe a thunderstorm, nothing that's going to ruin the day. And then 83 Thursday, cool front dives across the region, down to 79 degrees on Friday. Again, it says chance of storms, but it's not really storms, if you will. It's going to be that present afternoon thunderstorm as the front gently glides across the area. That is a great forecast, folks, for the first full week of June. Back to you.
Fantastic, Marty. Thank you. Here at WJZ, we are celebrating National Donut Day with the popular and tasty food truck Deedle's Donuts.
Hot, fresh, made-to-order donuts. It's what's on the menu.
The owner of Deedle's Mini Donuts. The name Deedle's is my mother's nickname, so the business was started in honor of my mom. We were supposed to start the business together, but unfortunately she passed away from cancer before that was able to come to fruition. We do hot, fresh, made-to-order mini donuts. We come out to you and we prepare them on site, on location. And we also do coffee and fresh squeezed lemonade. Everybody loves hot, fresh mini donuts. And I just love seeing everybody's face when they see me hand them to them, and then when they take that first bite, it's over.
Yum! We have some right in front of us, and Robin Holmes joining us live from her beautiful pink food truck. She's apparently whipping up fresh donuts right now. Hello, Robin.
Hello, good morning.
Oh, Robin, these smell amazing. What did you bring us? I see one with Oreos, one with bacon. Oh, wow.
Yes, you have Oreos, you have our Oreo Smash, which is the most popular. You have the Flying Pig, which is my favorite bacon. And then you also have the apple pie, which we won the award. So that's one of the favorites, too.
And, you know, I have to say, Robin, I love your apron. Is that an apron?
Thank you. It's an actual donut. I have on a donut.
Oh, man.
It's in the Ripley's book of the largest donut in the world. Well, tell us how long have you been making donuts and driving around and serving them to people?
So this is our 6th season. We started in 2016 in the spring.
And where can people find you?
We have wheels, so we come to you, or we do large festivals, but we specialize in employee appreciation and birthday parties.
And you guys are expanding, right? This is very exciting. Are you going into Lexington Market?
Yes, so we will be a vendor in the new Lexington Market. We'll be serving up hot, fresh, made-to-order mini donuts.
And your truck is eye-catching. I mean, this is awesome, bright pink. You cannot miss it.
Yep. So I wanted something that was happy when you looked at it, and when you came to it, it made you smile. I want everybody to be happy.
Well, I'm smiling now because I just had a bite of this donut with the bacon, and never before in my life have I had that.
It's sweet and savory, right?
Fantastic.
Yes. Yes.
And you literally, I mean, that's hot business, frying up donuts out of a food truck.
Yes, I say it was a recipe for success because they're holy.
And Robin, these are mini donuts. They're tiny, so you can fit a bunch of them in your bowls.
Absolutely, everything in moderation. And see, I have some with fruit. So, you know, put a little healthy stuff on there. But every once in a while, you need that sweet treat.
Can you make one for us, please?
Oh, absolutely. I'll do one of the crowd favorites, which is the Oreo. So
powdered sugar.
Powdered sugar.
Chocolate
syrup. We have some.
Loaded up with the chocolate.
chocolate.
Ooh.
And this is nice thick chocolate frosting that goes on there. And then we have some Oreo crumble.
Of course.
Good.
And then we have a little marshmallow.
Oh my gosh, is that what that is? I thought it was whipped cream. Oh, it is.
Yep.
You get both,
whipped
Denise.
cream is coming next.
You get both.
Whipped cream is definitely coming next. So this is nice, thick, rich.
It looks
whipped
amazing.
cream.
Oh my gosh.
Robin, tell us how we can get in contact with you if somebody wants you to come out to see them.
Yeah, it's Donut Day. They want to find you today.
Absolutely. So come to our website, which is DeedlesDonuts.com. But if you don't catch us today, we're doing a pop-up June the 12th. So if you go to our website or our social media pages, all of the information will be there for you. So it's DeedlesDonuts.com, and our Facebook is Deedles Mini Donuts, and Instagram is Deedles_Donuts.
DeedleN. What date will we find you at Lexington Market? What's the big unveiling?
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for that. So we're pushing for the end of August, definitely early September.
All right. So if you don't find her, look for her at Lexington Market, end of August, beginning of September. This is delightful.
They're so good. Thank you, Robin, so much for giving these to us.
Thank you. All right, thank you, Robin. Yes, all right.
It's the bacon one.
Isn't that
so
incredible?
good. It's such
I
a
never
good
would think of that. I
combo.
should. Sweet. Yeah,
Savory.
salty. There you go. Savory. Okay. Coming up on WJZ at 9, on the verge of going broke when experts say Social Security benefits say is not so. Will dry up.
In a primetime address to the nation, President Biden called on Congress to act on gun control. I'm Bradley Blackburn with more on what the president is proposing and whether it could pass a divided Senate.
Which one do you want?
And now, Denise Koch, Meg McNamara, Tim Williams with weather, and Marty Bass live. This is WJZ at 9.
Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful Friday morning, June the 3rd. Looking out at Key Bridge there, and you can look at how far you can see. It is clear. It is beautiful temperature, too. Hello again. I'm Denise Koch.
Nice start to the weekend. I'm Lynn Bowie. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm in for Meg McNamara today.
All right, President, we're going to start with some news on this half hour. President Biden making an emotional plea to Congress. Did you hear this last night? In hopes of passing more strict gun control measures.
As Bradley Blackburn reports for WJZ, it comes after the recent spike in mass shootings.
Speaking from the White House with lines of candles as his backdrop, President Biden called on Congress to take action against gun violence following recent mass shootings across the country, including a New York supermarket, a Texas elementary school, and an Oklahoma hospital campus.
After Columbine, after Sandy Hook, after Charleston, after Orlando, after Las Vegas, after Parkland, nothing has been done.
Among the changes Mr. Biden wants to see, a ban on assault weapons and high-capacity magazines, stronger background checks, and new red flag laws.
And if we can't ban assault weapons, then we should raise the age to purchase them from 18 to 21.
The last time Congress passed major gun legislation was nearly 30 years ago with the assault weapons ban, but that expired in 2004.
The Protecting Our Kids Act.
Yesterday, House Republicans pushed back against a proposal by Democrats that includes many of the president's priorities, saying it is a threat to the Second Amendment. Colorado's Ken Buck defended the AR-15.
In rural Colorado, an AR-15 is a gun of choice for killing raccoons before they get to our chickens.
While Florida's Greg Stube showed off his own guns.
XL 6-hour P365.
Democrats say the legislation is full of common sense measures.
Join us in saving lives. We couldn't have a more important job to do.
A bipartisan group of senators is also working on a package, hoping to find a compromise more likely to land on the president's desk. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News.
Lawmakers in Washington are also working to send more aid to Ukraine, as today marks 100 days since Russia began the invasion. President Volodymyr Zelensky estimated 20% of his country is now under Russian control. He says the Donbass region in particular is, quote, almost entirely destroyed. But Ukraine is holding on despite Russia's military advantage, also boosting wartime morale, the possibility of Ukraine joining the European Union, and its soccer team is just one win away from qualifying for the World Cup.
As the world joins in to help with the ongoing baby formula shortage, the FDA is now facing an audit over the crisis. The Health and Human Services Inspector General will look into how it handled the Abbott infant formula recall, which contributed to the shortage. Next week, the U.S. will receive more than 680,000 pounds of formula from the UK and Australia. But that still is just a fraction of what our country needs.
Well, the Department of Labor released a new report this morning showing that the economy added 390,000 jobs in May and the unemployment rate stayed at 3.6%. So let's get some analysis on these numbers and what they mean. Let's go to CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger, who joins us live from New York. Good morning, Jill. Thank you for joining us. Were you surprised by the jobs report?
This came in largely as expected. Analysts that I spoke to, economists, really thought we were going to have somewhere between 300,000 to 350,000 new positions. 390, a little bit stronger, but the two previous months combined, we actually saw a revision downward. So we had 22,000 fewer jobs than reported. So overall, last few months, pretty much on target with all the expectations. The unemployment rate remaining at 3.6%. It's just 0.1% above where we were before COVID. And we still don't have a huge influx of people into the labor market. I think that would be one way for a lot of employers to fill all those jobs. We have a pretty small labor force right now, so that didn't really change either.
Well, we all know that the price of everything is going up, up, up. So what about wages? Are wages also rising?
Well, there's good news and bad news, of course, because that's like how economists like to report things. The good news, 5.2% increase in wages from a year ago, which is under normal circumstances a very strong number. But as you wisely note, the inflation rate remains near 40-year highs. The inflation rate is 8.3% annually. That means a lot of Americans, I know these are only averages, but a lot of Americans, when they get paid, are actually seeing more of their money go to those price increases than their wage increases can compensate them for. So in other words, a lot of Americans are running short every pay period.
Yeah, I hear that. All right, do you think this will change anything for the Federal Reserve and interest rates?
I don't think so. They're going to meet again in a couple of weeks. We fully expect a 0.5 percentage point increase at that June meeting, followed by another 0.5 point increase in the July meeting. Then the Fed's kind of on break until the September meeting. And I'm not sure we're going to see a lot of activity in the summer. Remember, the Fed has already told us that they are willing to have the labor market weaken a little bit as long as they can get prices under control. And that is what they are laser focused on doing.
All right. Thank you so much, Jill, for joining us. And you can see Jill's analysis from time to time on the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Or for more, go to JillOnMoney.com. Well, some bad news. If you are retired or you plan on retiring anytime soon, Social Security trust fund payments could literally dry up by the year 2035, unless lawmakers do something. That's according to a report from Social Security and Medicare trustees. The trust fund for disability insurance should have enough through 2057, but the Medicare fund is in more dire shape. Last year, over 170 million workers paid Social Security payroll taxes, while over 180 million paid Medicare payroll taxes.
We have all found money in our couch cushions. Normally it's change, but a California woman found a wad of cash inside a sofa she bought on Craigslist.
Oh my gosh, the furniture was listed for free. The woman took advantage of the owner's goodwill. When she got the sofa home, she found $36,000 in cash inside one of the cushions.
$36,000. Turns out the original owner, who had just passed away, hid money all over his house and never told his children. The woman returned the money, all $36,000. They did give her a $2,000 reward. But people have been pondering the question, would you keep it or would you give it back?
That's a moral dilemma, I'm telling you. $36,000 in cash.
It's a lot of money.
In a free couch.
Yes.
I don't even want to answer. I would have to sit and get a headache pondering this one.
Yeah, you got to give it back. It's the karma, right?
Yes, if you're a child out there, you give that money back.
You better give it back.
Absolutely. As for me, I'd have to think about it.
You would have to struggle. Oh. Yeah, I know.
All right, coming up next on WJZ at 9.
Queen Elizabeth feeling tired. I'm Ian Lee with what slowed down the British monarch and what Jubilee celebrations are planned for today.
And a live look outside at the Maryland Science Center. It is a beautiful day to walk around the Inner Harbor, maybe go to Rash Field and see that new playground. We'll be right back with your forecast.
Well, today is day 2 of festivities to celebrate Queen Elizabeth's 70 years on the British throne. However, the 96-year-old monarch will miss one of the biggest events today.
Let's go live to Ian Lee, who's been in London for the big party. This was a last-minute decision from the Queen, Ian.
Oh, good morning, Lynn and Denise. Yeah, it was a last-minute decision, but you know, the 96-year-old monarch, she had a jam-packed day yesterday. She made 2 appearances at Buckingham Palace, then 1 at Windsor Castle, so I think she can be forgiven for feeling a little run down after all the festivities.
Queen Elizabeth beamed from the balcony at Buckingham Palace as tens of thousands cheered her on. Day 1 of the Platinum Jubilee was packed full of festivities, from morning until night, when palace officials announced the 96-year-old monarch needed to slow down. They said the Queen experienced some discomfort on Thursday, and with great reluctance will skip the service of Thanksgiving at St. Paul's Cathedral today.
She's getting older now, but she looks vibrant as ever. Her outfit looked amazing.
The future king, Prince Charles, will stand in for the Queen at the church service. Also attending, Prince Harry and Meghan, who flew in from California for the historic occasion.
Jubilee celebrations will stretch throughout the weekend here in the UK. On Saturday, a concert featuring Elton John, Diana Ross, and Alicia Keys will rock crowds around Buckingham Palace.
Street parties are already underway.
We love our Queen. We love our Queen, as you can see.
The star of the show was nearly upstaged by her great-grandson Prince Louis during Thursday's spectacular flyby. As royal jets thundered overhead, it was a bit too loud for the 4-year-old who covered his ears to block out the noise. But the Queen seemed to revel in the moment, marking her 70 years on the British throne.
So, Lynn and Denise, you know, the little royals always have the ability to upstage their great-grandmother. This isn't the first time we've seen one of the little ones, you know, make some gesture or make a face on that balcony, but it really was a special time for the Queen and those family members to be there with her.
And she handled it so well. You know, she was so gracious and talking with him and chatting with him. I know this is a 4-day festivity. Will we see the Queen again?
That is the big question, and really what we're hearing is the Queen is playing it by ear. You know, it's a lot of activities going on. You know, tomorrow is the Epsom Derby, and that is a huge horse race, and it's one of the Queen's favorite events, but we're hearing that she probably won't be attending that, probably not the concert as well, but who knows? She may just pop up. Really, the palace has been tight-lipped about what she's going to be attending.
Ian, tell us more about this star-studded concert at Buckingham Palace, because you can hear them warming up.
Yeah, I know, and we've been kind of kicked out of that area because they don't want anyone seeing what they have in store. But you can hear them just down that way. They're warming up, they're practicing. You can hear, I think we heard Queen with Adam Lambert warming up. And so it is going to be a star-studded event. They have Elton John is going to be there, Alicia Keys. So it is going to be a must-see event.
Well, hopefully it'll be televised as well so we can get a little peek at it ourselves.
And I'm going to try to watch it as well, sneak in there.
Good for you. All right, thank you. Ian Lee joining us live from London. Wasn't that thrilling? Yes. Wouldn't you love to be there?
I would love to be there to attend any one of the multiple events in London. Yeah,
I had British grandparents, and there was a huge portrait of the Queen in their living room my whole childhood.
Oh, she is
for
beloved.
The British people, she is something hard for us to understand or relate to. All right, Marty, do you love the Queen, Marty?
Divine was the greatest queen in the history of the earth, as far as I'm concerned.
That's true, too.
Yes, for those of us in Baltimore, absolutely.
Absolutely. But I will tell you this, when the Queen addressed Great Britain and then at the end the world during the darkest days of COVID, in full regalia, the full queenly view, and talked to the world about our resolve will pull us through, it gave us all light. I got a respect for Queen Elizabeth at that point that I had never had. She spoke to the world. She became the true world leader at the darkest point of COVID. You can find the address on YouTube. It's kind of long, but when she talks to you at the end, it's nothing short of stunning. It was a moment in history. So what we're talking about here are clouds from overnight clearing themselves out. Yeah, 71 degrees in Baltimore. Now we've got some still lingering high clouds, but we're trending toward the sun. If you got a day planner for you here, you're going to take your dog out for a walk. Here's little Ruthie, good girl. She's at Wyman Park with her favorite toy. We'll see a good amount of sunshine. Again, just some passing fair weather high clouds. Our high forecast today is going to be 82. The average is 80. Figure a lunchtime temperature of 77 degrees. Hey, out for a walk, send us your photos, please. Newsroom at WJZ.com. Anytime you see a good boy or good girl, it always gives you a lift, and we can all use one every morning. So we've got this nice breeze in the area. Out of the west-northwest, it's going to be cool, it's going to be dry, and it's going to make all the difference in the world. Look at that big dome of high pressure out over the Midwest. It's kind of meandering our way. That's going to secure your forecast for the next many days. Look at this beautiful weekend, 83, then a gentle 80 and even less humid on Sunday. Monday, very nice, 82. A little bit of a warm front midweek, but we don't blow torch. And then we get cool again. Look, by Friday, talk about the upper 70s. That's a great full first week of June forecast. Now back to you.
Absolutely right. Thank you, Marty. Well, coming up on WJZ at 9, we're going to check back in with Sean.
Yeah, we're out sailing with the Downtown Sailing Center, sailing around the Inner Harbor. This is really a great place to get out and learn to sail. She's focused. I don't want to interrupt her. Yeah, it's a good place to sail.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
The wind is picking up. It's a great day. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining. Hey, we're going to talk about why this is such a great place to learn and how you can learn coming up in a couple minutes.
All right, if you've been with us, you know Sean is channeling his inner sailor this morning.
Yes, he's getting some lessons out on the high seas, and we heard you almost fell in, Sean, the last time we talked to you.
I thought I was going to fall in. They told me that I was in no danger. They're true pros out here. They had me, look, see, the boat heels, all right? That's a normal thing when it comes to sailing, and that is something that I learned today. Look, I've only been out on the water for about 20 minutes. I'm already picking up the lingo, the terminology. We're sailing around the Inner Harbor, Domino Sugar, Fells Point, all the beautiful must-see areas, and this is a great way to really just take in the sights of Baltimore, and really this is a great place to learn to sail.
Yeah, so like I said before, I've been at the Sailing Center for 5 years, and I had some great teachers here. And being here in the Inner Harbor, you can just see a lot of things. Like you can see the inside of Fells, Canton. You could take bridge runs every once in a while, depending on the wind. And yeah.
I did ask if we could go out to the bridge, and they said it was a little too windy. If I didn't like the heeling around here, I definitely wouldn't like it out when we get closer to the bridge, the Key Bridge. So I also got to know, because they do a lot of great outreach programs, they do adaptive sailing. Sailing is for everyone, and you really make it accessible.
We do. We have boats that are rigged and designed for people with disabilities. We try to make sure that we remove as many barriers as possible for people to be able to get on the water.
So how do they sign up? What do they need to do?
Go to our website, www.downtownsailing.org, and there's a calendar, and it has all of our events listed on the calendar. It's adaptive sailing or accessibility sailing.
And when I was asking about, hey, you know, what should we talk about? They kept rattling off lists of things that they do. They race the sailboats, which I think sounds fun. Slightly terrifying for me, because when the wind picks up like it is now, you can feel the wind. And when you feel the wind, it's hitting our back right now. That's when the sails really kind of pick up. We start to move faster and the boat starts to heel. I thought we were going to do something. See, whenever I hear the clicking, I think, hey, we're about to do something. What does somebody need to know about sailing if they've never sailed before?
Wear sunscreen, take water, wear a hat, and have fun.
And you don't What's that?
No standing on the boat while it's moving.
No standing on the boat. I've been yelled at a couple times. Actually, the first time I got yelled at, I have to let you know, was when I went to get on the boat. I did that wrong. I almost got on the boat wrong. But you can see we're out here sailing with other sailboats. It's a really cool environment. It's a really neat community. Everybody's really accepting, and here we go. We're starting to pick up speed. As we clear the buildings, that's one thing here when you're sailing in the inner harbor, the buildings, they do affect the wind. So as we clear, you see that boat you're looking at, that is heeling, but that is normal. You should feel completely confident as we start to pick up speed and we start to move. This is what it's all about, being out on the water, having fun, and I'm in complete comfort, all right? At first I wasn't. They were laughing at me. Can I take the helm? Can we switch now? Okay, I'm going to take the helm and show you my skills. And this is how much confidence they have in their own teaching ability, that they're letting me take control. Because
you want to pull it towards you a little?
Pull it to me. Here we go.
Just a little bit, and then
straighten it out, and we're sailing. All right, I'm going to send it back to you guys. Sail away. Hopefully I don't run into the dock.
Yeah, hopefully you don't,
cocky there, Sean.
And well done to K2, our photographer, following Sean in another sailboat.
I should say hats off. He's not only in a sailboat, but he's also shooting Sean in the other sailboat.
Yes.
What a beautiful way to spend Friday morning.
It's a really nice assignment, yeah.
Lucky Sean. All right, still to come on WJZ at 9, we're going to take another look at what should be a fantastic weekend in June.
Do you see Sean down there from Harbor Cam? Is he a little dot on the water? Marty has your forecast coming up.
We got a fine day ahead of us. Few high clouds. Believe it or not, there's a storm over the Florida Straits. May get the name Alex. It's very weak, but it's going to fire some clouds north. That's why we may see some of those high clouds. But generally speaking, look, lower humidity, gentle temperatures, low 80s. Well, a B+ day for sure.
All right, I'll take it.
Before we go, we want to say goodbye and good luck to our reporter, Rachel Menatop, because it's her last day.
Thank you.
Tell them where you're going.
So I'm heading home to Los Angeles to be closer to family, but I am so grateful to have been a part of this team. It has been so much fun, and it's been so fulfilling, so I want to thank all of you, most of all.
We thank you, Rachel. You have been an enormous asset. You have worked every shift.
Yes. Early mornings.
Yes. But not only that, during the era of COVID, when you were not allowed in this building,
right?
Where we had porta-johns outside.
Yeah, we were all remote.
You were all remote. Of your 3 years here, honestly, I think I only saw you a half a year.
Right, right. I was glad to be able to come back into the building to see everyone in person.
You're going to do awesome.
We're going to miss her, but she's going home, and we all know how wonderful that is. All right.
Moment
thank
of
you
zen.
very much. Shot by
I shot
Liam
it. Gunners Lake in Germantown. Very proud. Take a look.